Good evening. Welcome to Collecting Fishing Tackle. Since we will not be having a guest this week, the topic will be fishing spoons. Fishing spoons are 100% American. Julio Buell, approximately 1835, accidentally discovered the first fishing spoon. And it literally was a spoon. The bowl from a spoon, which had a hook soldered to it, used as a lure to catch fish. From that started the first fishing spoon company. He started the company in 1848. Here are some examples of his early lures. This lure is made approximately 1862, used for muskie, northern pike, very effective. Smaller model, approximately the same vintage, also silver-plated, made by Buell. Along around 1880, he sold his company to his longtime friend and business partner. And some of the later models are also sought after. This is an 1885 double spinner made by Buell. Notice the double hooks, the feather trimming at the sides. Very attractive, high-quality product. This is a spoon that works on a different axis. As you can see, the axis in the spoon rotates in that manner. Also a Buell product. Highly sought after in the collector world. Shortly after Buell, patent-wise, came Hilly. Here's a commercial of Hilly from American Angler. This is 1882 reproduction of a commercial. Here's a spoon he made, actual spoon, made in Michigan. Most of the spoons were made in Whitehall, New York. The early ones. 2 were made in Michigan, and Johnson made in Chicago. Those were the more or less the more important spoons, some history. Hilly was made in Michigan. Large company, Pfluger, got involved in the spoon business. They were influenced by Hendricks. Hendricks spoons, similar to Buell, cup shape, period 1870s. Buell got his company launched and probably cornered the market for a while. Hilly came in, he came in with a very strong product. Observing this product, Pfluger decided to get into the act. Pfluger spoons, great history, probably the most innovative spoon manufacturer, from little items such as this in the Pfluger world. Salt water items like this large chum from the Pfluger collection. Huge spinners. Notice Buell, Pfluger, everybody, nothing was sacred. Everybody wanted to get into the act. Muskill by Pfluger. This particular lure in this card was made 1928. It's hard to find them in this condition. It's hard to find them on the original advertising. And they're quite rare. Not as rare as this oddball. Shakespeare. Unusual spoon. Pearl. Shell. Primitive societies probably used rough shell as a spoon prior to these metal products. They've been found in Philippines, Australia, off the coast of Alaska, South America, Zanzibar. Rough half shells with holes drilled. Some type of a hook, where primitive societies would use these to catch fish. In the 19th century, they manufactured them. They sliced up abalone shell, reinforced it with rivets, attached hooks. Great fish catcher. Also in Michigan, Lou Eppinger started a wonderful spoon company. Of all the products he made, there were two very unusual ones. This happens to be winged daredevil. Winged daredevil in this color is quite attractive, quite nice, and very sought after. It's more or less like a mechanical spoon, because what happens is when the fish gets attached to the spoon, it pulls the hook out of a snap where the hook, each of these have these snaps. A weedless, one of Eppinger's rare products, almost as rare as the first clinker from 1921. This one has a vice president of Pfluger's name on it. Lou Eppinger sent it to him when he invented it, and they were going to go into production. This is the very model that was sent to him. Everybody sees a daredevil. These two products are quite scarce and seldom seen if ever. In Illinois, we had a Johnson. Everybody's seen the Johnson silver minnow, but of all the Johnson spoons that he made, this is probably the most unusual. The weedless is the one thing which he came up with on a fixed hook. Later, he changed that model and made a variety. A hook with a split ring with the weedless and the feathered. In this particular model, he put two small spinners in front. Johnson silver minnow, which isn't silver, it's copper, with accessories that are not found every day. For the Hedden is noted for its plugs, but they did make one desirable spoon, and this is it. It's the only Hedden desirable spoon. Other spoons that Hedden put their name on were made European, stamped, or assembled, or parts made with their small spinners. But this is a 100% Hedden product, and one of the more collectible Hedden products. Winchester. Winchester made a spoon exactly like the others, except put their name on them. This style spoon's probably been copied by more manufacturers than any other style around. For the big fishermen, we have big lures. Saltwater and musky. Weighted for saltwater. Made by South Bend. Look at the eyes. Pearl Eye Paul Bunyan, musky lure. And one of the most attractive ones. This is a rattle type spoon. It rotates back and forth like this and makes a noise and looks like a fish. Aiken made this in 3 sizes, and as the lure goes through the water, the little fish rattles inside, not only giving a slight visual appearance, but also making a rattle noise which attracts fish. Might have been precipitated by a lure such as this, a Malcolm lure, which you see is sideways and causes deflection, causes the lure to rotate. Very collectible and very, very, very fine for catching fish. Most of these, each one of these, are American. Long around 1890, there was a minor manufacturer made lures in Australia. Well, you know, Australia was very primitive in 1890. Here's an Australian lure, and this Australian lure is probably the most sought-after spoon of all. Well, we don't have any more time. Thank you for joining Collecting Fishing Tackle. Hope to see you next week. Good evening.